Welcome back to our economics class. So far, we discussed about agricultural subsidies from the chapter 2, the development in India between 1950 and 1990. Related with that, first of all, we discussed about the development in the field of agriculture. Development in the field of agriculture, right? Okay. Then, how the policies of the government help the agricultural development in our country, like land reforms, right? Okay, Land Sealing Act and introduction of high yielding variety of seeds. Okay, not only that, green revolution with subsidies, Okay, yesterday I want an entire hour we utilized it to understand what is these subsidies and how these subsidies are helpful for the farmers. Okay, how these subsidies are helpful for the farmers. Remembering that, Femina?
Yes, sir.
Yes, all you know all those things there, right? Yes or no? You read the textbook? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So completed that area, right? We discussed that areas there related with the land reforms and the land sealing and green revolution, high yielding variety of seeds. Last topic, what we discussed, it is the subsidies and argument towards, okay, the positive and negative arguments related with the subsidies. And finally, we came to a conclusion. What is their conclusion, and Josie B? What is their conclusion? Is subsidies is good for everyone? Or it is creating a liability for the government? Tell me, Anjo, what is your conclusion related with subsidies? Is that necessary or not?
For poor people, it is good.
Yeah, okay. Okay, it is selective subsidies, right? Selective subsidies. Subsidies want to provide only for the people, those who are in need, Okay, so yesterday I give an example for you people. What is that? There is no BPL card is necessary for Ambani, right? Okay, because they are economically developed. Okay, they are rich categorized. Okay, ultra rich people they are. Okay, so such kind of subsidies are not necessary for the rich one or rich peasants there. So that's what the conclusion. Conclusion, it is nothing but subsidies for only the needy people, the poorer sections of the agricultural society. Okay, so just come back to the textbook here. Just open your textbook. Now you can see we are here at page number we can see 27, page number 27, right? Is that correct? Is that correct or not? Okay, the next topic for we people, it is industry and trade. Development in the field of industry and trade. Industry and trade. Is Shubham Pal is present? Shubham? Not present. Okay. Tell me, Grishma Joshi, what are the three sectors of the economy? What are the three sectors of an economy? Grishma?
Agricultural sector.
Primary sector.
Secondary sector, service
sector, and third one, it is a service sector. All right. So we discussed about the development in the field of the primary sector or agricultural sector, right? Okay. The development we discussed. Now, the next topic is the development in the field of the secondary sector, industrial sector. What is that? The development in the field of secondary sector, industrial sector. All right. And trade. Okay. So we want to produce the product. The same time we want to sell that in the market. Then only we are able to create profit or earn profit. So trade is important. Important. Clear or not? What kind of trade is able to fetch foreign exchange? Can anyone tell me? What kind of trade is enable us to fetch foreign exchange?
Less imports and more exports.
Definitely. Foreign trade, right? Foreign trade, export of goods. Okay, clear. So just open your textbook. Here we are. Economists have found that poor nations can progress only if they have a good industrial sector. Okay, so economists have found that poor nations can progress only if they have a good industrial sector. Underline that. So most of the countries in the world today, if you're observing their economical development, we are able to find that, okay, those countries' industries are well developed. In the case of America, in the case of China, okay, for example, okay, the economy of those countries are developed because the industrial sector of those countries are well developed. Okay, so any poor country, if it is that country want to achieve development, it is necessary, first of all, they have to achieve development in the field of industrial production. So industry provides employment which is more stable than the employment in agriculture. So we mentioned already, we discussed the situation here. What is that? Agricultural sector, number of people are working in the agriculture sector, but the production from the agricultural sector is not that much, okay, good for the development of the GDP, right? Number of workers or employees are increasing in the agricultural field, but okay, its contribution to the GDP, it is comparatively less or low. Okay, so that's what the importance of industrial sector. It can grab a huge number of people, okay, as workers or employees. Okay, and it can provide employment for a number of people, and work or employment in the industrial sector, it is somewhat stable, okay, stable than agriculture sector. So in the case of agriculture sector, we discussed one particular situation called disguised unemployment, right? But in the industrial sector, it is not that much visible. Okay, what is not that much visible? Disguised unemployment is not that much visible because one person is missing in the production. Okay, it will result in the output. It will create a negative result on the output, right? So we discussed about the labor intensive technique and the capital intensive technique there. So labor, it is necessary. Employment, it is necessary. Workers are necessary. Okay, so underline that. Clear, and we're here. In agriculture, it promotes modernization and overall prosperity. Okay, so basically, industrial sector promotes modernization and overall prosperity, overall development of a country. Clear? Okay. Next one, it is for this reason that the 5-year plans place a lot of emphasis important on industrial development. So we know that industrial sector is very good for the development of an economy. Okay, it promotes modernization and overall prosperity. It can create job opportunities for a number of people, and job opportunities in industrial sector, it is stable. It is stable. So 5-year plans are started giving importance for what? Development of industrial sector. I think Shubham Pal is joined in the class. Shubham Pal? Shubham? Please mute your mic, Shubham Pal. Yes, yeah, I'm right. Shubham Pal is here. Shubham, what happened?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing. That's it. Okay, fine. So come back. Next one. You might have studied in the previous chapter that at the time of independence, the variety of industries was very narrow. So we already studied the British policies that created a lot of problems for the industrial development or industries in India, right? Yes or no? So British policies that created a lot of problem for our industries. Even our handicraft industries were distracted by the British mill-made goods. Okay, so here you can see industries was very narrow, largely confined to cotton, textile, and jute. So our industries at the time of independence, okay, it was basically related with cotton, textile production and jute production. Cotton, textile, and jute. There were two well-managed iron and steel firms. One is in Jamshedpur and the other in Kolkata. Clear? Okay, we already discussed that it is by Tata Iron and Steel Company, TISCO, right? Okay, TISCO, one of such company that's in Jamshedpur, other in Calcutta. But obviously, we needed to expand the industrial base with a variety of industries in the economy was to grow. So not only cotton textile industry, not only jute industry, not only the iron and steel industry, we need a number of other types of industries to develop our economy, right? Anyway, these two products are unable to meet the requirement, right? Yes or no? Iron and steel is available in the markets. Okay, is that enough to develop? No. Okay. Cotton clothes are available in the market, or jute materials are available in the market. Not only that, we need a number of other industries too. Clear or not? So government came forward with a policy, public and private sectors in Indian industrial development. Okay, public and private partnership. Okay, PPP. Okay, public and private partnership So PPP have another meaning also. Okay, that we will discuss in macroeconomics. It's termed as purchasing power parity. Okay, write down two of that. Okay, one is a private public partnership. The another one is purchasing power parity. Okay, purchasing power parity. PARI, parity. Okay, Shubham, are you writing something there? No, no. What happened? Huh? What is PPP? What is full form of PPP? Only textbook is there, right? I'm asking you, what is PPP? Shubham, no idea. Repeating, private and public partnership. Private and public partnership. In macroeconomics, what is that? Purchasing power parity of an individual. Clear or not? Purchasing power parity. Let it be. So this triple P. Okay. So public and private sector in Indian industrial development. The big question facing the policy makers. So policy makers in the sense the government or the a 5-year plan organization, right? I mean, what is that? The planning commission, right? The planning commission. So what is the new name of the planning commission in India? Studied that. What is the new name of planning commission? Are you reading your textbook or not?
Niti Aayog.
Very good. Yeah, very good. Aparna, Aishwarya, two answers are there. Okay, very good. And it is Niti Ayog. Niti Ayog. Okay, fine. So the planning commission, clear or not? Here, what should be the role of the government and the private sector in industrial development? The question for you people, clear or not? Okay, how the private sector is able to help the industrial development in our country? Can anyone tell me? Private sector. So what type of economy we are following? Amal Raj, what type of economy we are following in India?
It's a mixed.
Yeah, it's a mixed economy, mixed economy. So tell me, Tomlin George, then how the private industries are able to help the economical development of a country? Tell me, why the government needs the support of the private people? Tomlin, any answers are there with you? Ah, yes, sir. Tell me.
Sir, they produce some specific goods which government cannot.
Government cannot produce. Any other answers are there? Tell me what we need basically. So just think that, just use your common sense. That time, the time of independence, our economy is not that much developed. It is not flourished. Clear or not? There's not money. Aditya?
Government do not have enough fund with them to.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the government doesn't have that much fund to invest in the production. Clear or not? So they need private individual to invest money. Clear? Capital investment is necessary. It's one of the important part of the production, right or not? Capital investment. So capital investment is necessary. So we required the help of the private individuals to invest money. There are rich people are there in the country at that time, right? Number of rich people were there, right? So they have to invest money. So if they are investing money, means our industrial production will improve, it will increase, right or not? If you are going to supermarket, we are able to find a variety of soaps, right or not? Huh? Yes or no? All those soaps are produced by the government companies. Are they? No, no. Okay, so any government production is there or not? Only one product, soap. No idea. You don't have any relation with the soaps. Okay, let it be. Okay, so what is that? Maybe heard about Mysore sandal, right? Mysore sandal, one of the brand from Karnataka, and even Kerala sandal soap also is there. Okay, but not that much familiar in the market. Okay, let it be. So that is the government production. So government also producing goods there. So basically here in the that time, nearly 1950s to 1990s, we need support from the private individuals to invest money. Clear? At the time of independence, Indian industrialists did not have the capital to undertake investment in industrial ventures required for the development of our economy. Nor was the market big enough to encourage industrialists to undertake major projects, even if they had the capital to do so. It is principally for this reason that the state had to play an extensive role in promoting the industrial sector. So almost all these people are in a worry there. What is that? There is no much money with the government. Okay. Or private individuals are ready to invest money, but there's a question existing there. If they produce the product, is enough people are there to purchase the product? Okay, are they able to sell the product in the market or not? Clear? So that's a question, right or not? Anyway, we are investing money, we are producing the product. Finally, we come to know that there is no one is there in the market to purchase the products. Clear or not? Yes or no? Huh? That a problem for the industrialist, right or not? So you're remembering one thing. Okay, mate, you don't know that. In about 10 to 30 years, some new products will come in the market. Okay, every month, new products will launch in the market. But people, they're not that much interested to purchase that. Clear? But suddenly a new product launched in the market, we will wait for a long period of time to understand its after effects, right or not? The product is good or not. Clear? It will take us some time. Clear? If a new company launch, okay, definitely the people is not that much interest to purchase all of a sudden, right? They will wait for a long period of time to understand the quality of that particular product, the quality of that particular product. So industries are in a trouble there, so they have to think about that too. So government ready to help them, and the government also started a number of industries there. In addition, the decision to develop the Indian economy on socialist lines. Okay, so what do you mean by socialist line? Jawaharlal Nehru is a former Prime Minister of India, the first Prime Minister of India. We know that he's the supporter of the Russian socialism, right? Yes or no? What is the Russian socialism? What is that?
All control in the hands of government.
Definitely. Okay. All the means of production is under the strict control of the government. Clear or not? That's what the Soviet model or the Russian model of socialism. Clear? What is that? All the means of production is under the strict control of the government. Hanna, the ideas are clear? Hanna, where is
Yes,
Femina? Is there? Right. Okay, okay. So listen carefully. All the means of production is under the strict control of the government. Okay. But there are a number of drawbacks are there for the Russian model of socialist economy. Okay. So Jawaharlal Nehru adopted only the good things that we are able to adopt in the Indian economy. So basically, Indian economy is giving, or at that time, basically the time of Jawaharlal Nehru, the Indian economy giving importance for a socialist type of production, which means most of the production is under the control of the government. All right? Okay, fine. So just to observe it clearly. Okay. So at the second 5-year plan, in addition, the decision to develop the Indian economy on socialist lines led to the policy of the state controlling the commanding heights of the economy. As the second 5-year plan put it, this meant that the state would have complete control of these industries that were vital for the economy. So the government is started controlling the most important industries that is vital for the economy. What do you mean vital for the economy? What do you mean by the term vital? Vital. What is that? VITAL. Vital. What is that?
Important.
Important. Very good, Aparna. Okay, it's important. Very important for the economy. So what do you mean? What are the industries you think that it is important for the economy? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me first. Give me some examples for the industries that you think it is very important for the economy. Come on. Sharath
IT
Anil Kumar.
industries.
Okay. More than that? At that time, I'm asking. I mean, 1950s and 19. Basically, it is Pavitra. What is that? Ashish, any answers? Sarath Kumar, any answers?
Agriculture.
Agriculture industries. What is that, Sarath Kumar? In industries are there like existing like agriculture industries?
Food.
Food production. Okay, fine. That all related with the agriculture sector, primary sector. My question is related with the industrial sector. Which industries you are thinking that it is very important for the economy? Karthik?
Iron,
Iron.
construction related.
Okay, fine. Then, in simply we can say capital good industries. Capital good industries. Those products are important for further production in another industries or other industries, right? So what Karthik told is correct. This is a iron and steel industry. It's a key industry. Okay, iron and steel industries are otherwise known as the backbone of the industries. Clear or not? Backbone for all the industries because that much important. It is that much important. Okay, iron and steel industries that much important for the economy and all other capital goods, capital good industries. Good industries are very much important. Okay, the policies of the private sector would have to be complementary to those of the public sector, with the public sector leading the way. So public sector, I mean, the government showed the way to the private individuals what want to produce. Okay, what want to produce, and there they discuss the central problems of the economy. What is that? What to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. And the government give the reply, and the government show the way to the private individuals. So what happened? What happened? Number of new industries. They started number of industries in the country. Okay, next one. So just read that up to here. I will give you 5 minutes for you people. Just read it. Any doubt means you can ask me. Make it fast. Okay. So the next important topic for us, industrial policy resolution of 1956, or else it is termed as IPR, industrial policy resolution. Clear or not? And the same time, IPR have another one meaning also. That's in macroeconomics. Okay, write down that. Intellectual property rights. What is that? Intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights, IPR. Okay, so both is connected with economics, right? So there is a PhD program is there for IPR. What is that? Intellectual property rights. Do you know what is intellectual property rights? Any idea about that? So this is a knowledge question. What is that? Intellectual property rights. I think that one time I told you people that. What is that? An idea. So different companies have their own symbols, logos. Okay, clear or not? Advertisement captions, their graphics on the product. Okay, that all the part of that particular company. It is copyrighted and protected, right? Clear or not? Again, see, along with one logo, a C will be there, rounded C, right? Or observe that. That means it is copyrighted. Okay. Or we are able to find an R related with that logo. It's called, which is registered. What is that? Registered. Clear or not? Okay. So patents are there. Okay. So all coming under intellectual property rights. So write that 2 words there. So here, intellectual property rights is not related with the topic in here. I mean, Indian economy, but macroeconomics. Let it be. Okay. So next one, Industrial Policy Resolution 1956, IPR of 1956. In accordance with the goal of the state controlling the commanding heights of economy, the Industrial Policy Resolution of 1946 was adopted. Okay, so basically the government started controlling the most important industries in the country. Okay, in relation with that, a new program adopted that is termed as Industrial Policy Resolution in the year 1956. This resolution formed the basis of second 5-year plan. So industrial policy resolution is connected with the second 5-year plan, the second 5-year plan. Okay. This resolution formed the basis of second 5-year plan, the plan which tried to build the basis of a socialist pattern of society. So this policy is basically related with the socialist pattern of the society, giving more importance for the poorer sections of the society. That's what socialist pattern, clear or not? Giving more importance for the poorer sections of the society, clear? Okay, the plan which tried to build the basis of a socialist pattern of society. This resolution classified industries into three categories. Okay, so industrial policy resolution is an important question for the examination. Write a short note on industrial policy resolution and how it is able to make changes in the industrial production in the country. Write down. Write down the question. Write a short note on. Write a short note on Industrial Policy Resolution of 1956. 1956. And how IPR changed the industrial production in the country, industrial production in India. So what are the objectives of industrial policy resolution? What are the objectives of industrial policy resolution? Okay, we are going to start that now. So here's, see, this resolution classified industries into three categories. The first category comprised industries which would be exclusively owned by the state. Okay, so classification of industries under IPR. Okay, another question. Okay, what are the classification of industries under IPR? What are the classification of industries under IPR? So three categories are there. The first category, okay, industries which would be exclusively owned by the state, means the companies or industries that is strictly under the control of the government, The second category consisted of industries in which the private sector could supplement the efforts of state sector. Okay, second category, what is that? Industries in which the private sector could supplement the efforts of the state sector. Okay, so the private sector industries are supporting the state sector, I mean the public sector. The private sector supporting the public sector. That is the second sector. I mean second type of, second classification. Okay, underline that. The second category consisted of industries in which the private sector could supplement the efforts of the state sector, with the state taking the sole responsibility for starting new units. Okay, so new units of the company basically will start by the state, but the private sector will support it. Next one, the third category consisted of the remaining industries which were to be in the private sector. Okay, clear? The first one is the public sector, second one is the joint sector, and the third one it is the private sector. Is that clear? Okay, these are the three classification. Okay, although there was a category of industries left to the private sector, the sector was kept under state control through the system of licenses. Okay, clear? Then another category of industries are there. What is that? Basically, that is owned by the public sector, that also provided to the private sector, but under the control of the state licensing system. Okay, if you want to start a particular type of industry, first of all, you have to get a license from the government, right or not? Without the license, we are unable to start such kind of industry. So the licensing system also is there. Okay, with the license. Okay, no new industries was allowed unless a license was obtained from the government. This policy was used for promoting industry in backward regions. Okay, clear? The licensing system is basically used to promote industries in which region? Backward regions. It was easier to obtain a license if the industrial unit was established in an economically backward area. So It is too easy to get a license if we are starting an industry in a backward region or agricultural, sorry, a village. Okay. In addition, such units were given certain concessions such as tax benefits and electricity at a lower tariff. So, an industry, if we are starting that in a village, okay, what are the benefits? Easy to get the license. Then what? Tax redemption is there, don't want to pay more taxes, and low electricity bill, low electricity tariff. Okay, the purpose of this policy was to promote regional equality. Okay, regional equality. Write down the question. What are the policies adopted by the IPR to improve the regional equality? Write down. What are the policies adopted by the government, bracket we can write IPR, to promote regional equality, Okay, so next paragraph. Even an existing industry had to obtain a license for expanding output or for diversifying production. I mean, producing a new variety of goods. This was meant to ensure that the quantity of goods produced was not more than what the economy required. A license to expand production was given only if the government was convinced that the economy required a larger quantity of goods. Clear or not? So no industry will get a license to produce the product more than the need of the economy. Clear? Already we studied in microeconomics, right? What is that? No industries will produce the product than the required amount, than the demand existing in the market, right? Yes or no? No industries will produce. Basically, industries will produce just half of the demand, right? Clear? So government will observe it, then only they will provide what? License for the different industries. License for different industries. Again, 5 minutes for you people. Just read that area and understand the. Okay, so that's what about industrial policy resolution. So again, 2 more questions you have to write. 1 minute. Okay, write a short note on industrial development in India. Write a short note on industrial development in India, where there are various points will be there. So you don't need to write the answer, just write the question. Okay, so I will give you the answer later. So write a short note on the industrial development in India. India. Done? Okay, next one, small scale industry. Small scale industry. In 1955, the Village and Small Scale Industries Committee, also called the COW Committee. Okay, underline that. The COW Committee. Okay, Village and Small Scale Industries Committee in the year 1955, or otherwise termed as the COW Committee, noted the possibility of using small scale industries for promoting rural development. Okay, so the COW Committee give importance for the rural development, the development of the village areas. Clear? Through small scale industry is defined. So a small scale industry is defined with reference in the maximum investment allowed on the assets of a unit. Okay, this limit has changed over a period of time. So how can we fix an industry, say a small scale or a large scale industry, that related with the capital investment, money invested to start the business or to start the industry? Clear or not? Okay, so we know that there are different types of industries are there, right? But the capital investment for one industry is not like or not equal to other industry. So you started a biscuit factory, you started an ice cream factory or you started a car company. Okay, so investments are different. Clear or not? Okay, the ice cream factories and the car companies investment, can we compare that? Impossible, right or not? Impossible. Okay, it is too different. Clear or not? Okay, a shoe manufacturing unit and a robotics company, is that a same? Not at all. Clear or not? So differences are there. Differences are there. So related with the money investment, we can say that as per today, okay, it is nearly below 2 crore investment is there to start an industry. That industry is considering as a small scale industry today. Clear or not? But that day it was below 5 lakh or something like that, right? But today it is nearly 2 crore, and less than that is termed as small scale industry. More than that is the medium scale and large scale. Medium scale and large scale. All right. Okay. So remember. So you got that today. What do you mean the scale? Scale. Huh? Scale means what? What is the scale? It's a measurement of capital investment here. All right. So remembering one person, those who wrote an answer. The question is that what is the large scale industry and what is a small scale industry? Small scale industry, the industry that producing scales with 50 centimeter long, and the large scale industries are the industry that are producing scales with 30 centimeter. Is that correct? Huh? So what is the difference here? It is capital investment, money invested in the business. I mean, money invested in the industry. Clear or not? That is here. Okay, small scale and large scale, right or not? Okay. So today, as per the economy, our finance ministers declared that before 1 month. Okay, and the last budget. Okay, below 2 crore rupees, such kind of industries are termed as small scale industries. Investment is below 2 crore, which is more than that is considering as medium scale and large scale. So capital investment, related with the capital investment, we are able to classify the industries like a small, large. Okay. Clear. A small scale industry is defined with the reference to the maximum investment allowed on the assets of a unit. This limit has changed over a period of time. That's what, changed over a period of time. The limit will change all time. Okay, up to a particular period only they will fix that amount. In 1950, a small scale industries unit was one which invested a maximum of rupees 5 lakh in 1955. So 1955, right? At that time, clear or not, investment is less than 5 lakh. That kind of companies are termed as a small scale industries. More than that, large scale. At present, a maximum investment allowed in rupees 1 crore. Now that also changed into 2 crore. Clear? Understanding or not? Okay. It is believed that small scale industries are more labor intensive. That is, they use more labor than the large scale industries. Okay. So small scale industries are labor intensive, more workers will be there. But in the large scale industry, you are able to find more machines are there. Machines. Clear? Yes or no? Robotics techniques they will use. Okay. Therefore, generate more employment. So small scale industries are able to generate more employment, but these industries cannot compete with the big industrial firms. It is obvious that development of small scale industry required them to be shielded from the large firms. So shielded means protected from here. Okay. What is that? Protected from. The people, those who playing PUBG, they know that what is the shield, right? So protected. Okay, protected from the large firms. So it is important the government want to protect the small scale industries from the large firms. For this purpose, the production of a number of products was reserved for the small scale industry. So to protect the small scale industries, okay, the government reserved some particular products, okay, that can be produced by the small scale industries. Okay, so the criterion of reservation being the ability of these unit to manufacture the goods, they were also given concession such as lower excess duty and bank loans at a lower interest rate. So write the question. The steps, what are the steps that are taken by the government to support small scale industries? Small scale industries. Steps taken by the government to support the small scale industries. Done. Okay, so these are the important questions for the day. Learn it properly. So submit the answers before next class. Okay, maybe tomorrow Sunday. So Monday morning you submit the work there. Okay. So I already told you that one answer you don't need to write there. It's a long answer. I will provide that to you later. Okay. Fine.